everybody, it's Carla the Bubble Lush. Today what I'm going to do is I'm trying to catch up on Hannah's updates. So this is going to be her 2-week update. And I figured instead of just incorporating a lot of like pictures and clips from her first 2 weeks, what I would do is I would include those. But I also wanted to tell you some of the products and baby items that were essential during those first 2 weeks. I think that will be actually really helpful for anyone that's expecting or new moms, or we can compare and contrast what I found really useful and what you didn't. So here's just a couple things, and yeah, let me know if you like this setup of video and maybe I'll continue it in future videos. Okay, so the first thing that I cannot live without is her Swaddler. Let's see. This particular Swaddler is from Kitapotamus, and there's lots of different types of Swaddlers, obviously, but I really, really like this one. So, this is the fleece version. We have it in the cotton version, but I don't like the cotton at all. I love the fleece. The only bad thing about the fleece is that she has really, really cute soft fleecy pajamas, and I feel like that's just way too many layers. So I have to put her in like her thinner cotton pajamas, and then I put the Swaddler on her. So the baby goes in. Sorry, this is a hot mess. Okay, so the baby goes in. This is where her feet go, and then this comes across. There's a little Velcro here and Velcro here, and this tucks underneath the baby, and then this side comes across, and it's got these cute little lamb tabs. So cute. Anyways, and they Velcro. So it looks like that. The great thing about this is that in the middle of the night, if she needs a diaper change, I just take this part out and I can slip her feet out, and I don't have to completely unswaddle her, so she usually stays asleep. So this is great. Hannah is a flailer. She'll be completely asleep, and then all of a sudden her hands will like spaz out and she'll wake herself up, and then it's impossible to get her back to sleep. So the Swaddler, we use it just about every night, and when she like spits up or gets dirty, it is in the wash first thing the next morning. So I love this Swaddler. I found it, I think, at Target for like 10 bucks, so if you wanted to buy one, that's where I would, I know it's available there. Target.com. The next thing that we use is a Soothie. The NICU gave us a green one, and we had bought a pink and purple pack. So the Soothies we use when she's in the car seat, and also sometimes we try to use it at night. Nowadays she'll suck on it for a little bit, and then she'll projectile spit it out somewhere across the room, and then you have to go looking for it. So she doesn't get a lot from these anymore, but those first 2 weeks she liked it so much that I was kind of concerned that it was going to become an issue. But these were definitely worth their weight in gold. Oh, the next thing that I find to be essential, especially if you're going out in public. I know it's a little early to go out in public. We had to do some Target runs and run some errands, and sometimes I just want to get out of the house. One thing that I found really useful, and it's kind of obvious, but really, really girly receiving blankets. It's kind of cold here, it's autumn, and when she's in the car seat, I have this receiving blanket wrapped around her, but she's so like tiny and cute that everyone comes over and they want to know her name and everything. One time I had this brown receiving blanket on her, which I think is actually really cute. It's brown polka dots. And someone asked it, they thought it was a boy, because all they saw was a brown blanket, and we have a pretty gender-neutral car seat. So if you use really, really girly receiving blankets when you're kind of, when the baby's in the car seat and you have them all tucked in, then people don't have that confusion. And they look really cute when you take pictures of them. So I like really girly receiving blankets. Isn't that dumb? But that's what I found helpful. Now some babies hate their swing and their vibrating seat, and Hannah doesn't really love her vibrating seat, but she loves her swing, and I can usually get her to take at least one afternoon nap in it. I try not to do more than that because I don't want her to get used to having to be rocked back and forth in order to fall asleep, but sometimes you just need a break. And also, it's really great because I can put her in her swing and it'll keep her content for a little bit, and I'm able to, you know, do a load of dishes in the kitchen or whatever. So I'm really lucky that my baby loves her swing, and that it wasn't a waste of money or anything. But for us, the swing was a really good investment. Oh, this is so great. Okay, so I use a Medela Freestyle pump, which is the hands-free model. I don't know anything about the pump and style, so this might not be applicable, I don't know, but I think it is. In the hospital, I got this Medela gift pack, and it had a manual hand pump and some little bottles and stuff. These two bottles were included in that gift pack, and they are indispensable. This one was great for when I was trying to pump colostrum. Besides just being really tiny, so I'm not holding these like giant pump things, they have really, really tiny increments. They're in either milliliter, yeah, they're milliliter increments. So 5 all the way up to 35, and you know, about 28 or 30 is an ounce. So I forget between cc's and mLs, but anyways, this is really, really great, so you know exactly how much you're pumping. And once you start pumping a little more, these bigger ones were really, really great. They go up to 80 milliliters, or almost 3 ounces. So I really, really like these, and I think you can buy these at the store as part of the Medela like freezer storage options. I don't know, but I found these to be a lot better than the bottles that came with my pump, because those were just they had 1, 2, and 3 ounce marks, and this breaks it down to the milliliter. So those are really helpful. So those of you that have followed me on Facebook and have watched some of my other videos know that the first couple weeks of breastfeeding were really, really trying. And 2 of the products that I really liked and found definitely necessary to have are the Johnson's nursing pads. I really like these because, let me take one out. They're curved slightly. So, and they have like a little indentation where your nipple goes, so I found these to be great. They have some absorbent material, so it kind of wicks away moisture from the nipple, but it does absorb. And then, you know, you can tell when they're saturated and you just throw them out. I buy these at Target. This is a box of 36 that the hospital gave me, and then I think I just bought a box of like 60. So, I love those. Also, I have learned to love my Lancino cream. When I was pregnant and someone told me to use this, I was like, how in the world are you ever going to put this really, really thick, I mean it's super thick, stuff on your nipples when they're sore? And what you do is you just squeeze out a little bit, you rub it between your fingers, and then you apply it to the nipple once your body heat has kind of softened it up. One thing I would encourage you to do is if you keep this on your bedside table, also keep some like wash rag that you don't really care about to wipe your fingers off on, because the stuff does stain, so you don't want to like wipe it on your clothes or anything like that, but you are going to have it on your fingers. So I would keep some little wash rag on your nightstand or next to your bottle of Lancino. Just a little tip. So this one's pretty obvious, but right away we found that some really cute mittens and fingernail clippers were essential to have. I know some people say to bite them, some people say it's better to clip them. I don't care, it depends on what your baby's nails look like. But I just noticed, I mean, Hannah is 3.5 weeks old. She hears me talking about her. And I already need to clip them for the 3rd time, so her nails grow really, really fast. So today is Monday, September 27th. And Hannah is now 8 days old, and she has changed a lot. I was looking at videos from just on Wednesday, and her face was so much fuller then, and she's definitely changed a lot. So like I said, she's 8 days old, and she is definitely in the middle of a growth spurt. Breastfeeding has been interesting, to say the least. I gave her a bottle with 3 ounces and then brought her out to the living room, and she wanted to nurse more. Yes, so she nursed on one side for about half an hour and took a little break, and then she nursed on the other side for half an hour and wanted a break, and now she looks like she's ready to nurse on the other side. So definitely in cluster feedings, and hopefully, I guess that's a growth spurt, not just her new thing, because I don't think I can last much longer with this kind of feeding. It's out of control. But she is so pretty, and she's very alert right now, so I thought I would take some video. Hi. She's got the prettiest blue eyes. Her dad and I both have green eyes, so it's just very interesting to see these blue-gray eyes. Yeah, very interesting. So Hannah woke up from her little nap, so we're gonna put, and her arms are cold. One thing I found is, even though we have the heat on in the house, she's just not that great at regulating her body temperature yet. So, all those cute little dresses and everything that I have for her, I always need to have a cardigan and some sort of like leggings or socks or something to go underneath them, because it's chilly. Yeah, it's chilly. And I figured the dresses are fine, we can just wear them around the house, but even in the house, she's still kind of chilly, so we need to tell Daddy to turn up the heat even more, huh? Hi. Hi. Hey, we're making a video. I know. Oh, let's be a good girl. Let's be a good girl. Okay. Oh, your feet are cold. So, another thing that is a necessity is earplugs. No, really cute socks. I have these trumpet socks. These things are so expensive. It's like 6 pair for like $20, $24. Ridiculous, right? But they are so freaking cute. And I wear them all the, well, I make her wear them all the time. So, Hi. I would encourage you to have a pair of these. They're really, really cute. So Hannah was born at 42.5 weeks. Most of the time when babies are that old, they come out and their skin is really, really bad shape. It's very dry, and sometimes it's even cracked and bleeding at the creases, like around her ankles and ankles and elbows and wrists. It's because they lost that vernix, that waxy protective coating, weeks ago, so they've just been sitting in your amniotic fluid, and it's not that great on your baby's skin. Luckily, Hannah's skin really wasn't that bad, but she did get pretty dry feet and ankles, and she did get some dry spots around her eyes and her nose. So what I liked to use was the California Baby Super Sensitive Everyday Lotion. It has no fragrance. It's approved for face and body. I checked it out online. All the ingredients are totally safe. And, oh! Hi! Hi! And it's just really soothing. Which the soothing is not, huh? It's not doing the job. No, 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 no. Yeah, she's got a little bit of dry skin under her nose and around her eyes. But for being as overcooked as she was, it's actually, her skin looks really great. So that's wonderful. Yep. Daddy just went out to mow the yard, and I think he's coming back in. Yes. We love Daddy. He has been super helpful. But with Daddy comes the dogs, and they are a yeah. Loud and annoying. So the last thing that really, really came in handy, and I wish I had way more of these, they're pants with the feet attached. These are really, really great for outings, so you don't have to worry about constantly searching for lost socks. So Hannah's cord didn't fall off until she was 12, almost 13 days old. So we went through quite a few of these Huggies Pure and Natural newborn size diapers. Now the second week she didn't fit as good in newborn size diapers, but keep in mind she was 9 pounds 6 ounces when she was born. She's a big girl. So we loved these diapers. They fit really well, and at the hospital they gave us Pampers Swaddlers, and we used them, but I like the Huggies Pure and Natural way more. That's just me and my husband and my mom. So now we're using cloth diapers. We still have some disposable in the house just in case, but I'm really, really happy that we use the Pure and Natural ones. They're very soft. So that about wraps up Hannah's first 2 weeks. I hope you guys liked seeing some of the little video clips and pictures. It was definitely a very special 2 weeks because obviously it was when we got to finally meet her. And she went through a lot of baby products, and I hope that some of the tips I gave you might be a little helpful for either this baby or your next. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you have a great day.